Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Prem de la Creme. Today is the 28th of December. The Premier League is in the festive fixtures. Games are coming thick and fast. We've just experienced match week 18, and match week 19 is going to start in about 2 days' time. That's how fast things are going right now. But we are going to be talking about match week 18. We're going to be talking about Chelsea losing to Aston Villa. We're going to be talking about Liverpool extending their unbeaten run to, I think, 7 or 8 games, if I'm not mistaken. 4 wins in a row in all competitions, 3 wins in a row in the Premier League. Manchester United winning Newcastle. We're going to be talking about that as well. And the likes of Arsenal still somehow scraping their way through each and every game in December. But first, let me introduce the panel. We got man like Hamza TFE. What up, Hamza?
Hello, everyone. Bit depressed this week, as you might understand. So not really excited to run through everything today, but yeah, we'll touch upon it.
We'll touch upon it. Then I also got my Liverpool comrade Sing on the cop. How's it going in the kill?
On a lighter note, everybody, it's a lovely Sunday to talk football. To be a Liverpool fan right now, a lot of positives to go through, a lot of doubters that are now starting to become believers, and yeah, keen to get into it.
Keen to get into it for sure. First, I think the first thing to talk about really is that Chelsea lost to Aston Villa, right? Because it's not more so the fact that Chelsea lost. It's more so the fact like what is going on in Birmingham. I think it's undeniable now that Unai Emery's Aston Villa find themselves in a title race. Let's talk about Villa first before we talk about Chelsea. Guys, that's Villa's 11th straight win in all competitions, 8 wins in a row in the Premier League. Is there a purple patch that's just extending its expiry date, or do you think Aston Villa genuinely stand a chance? That's the question I'll pose to you.
No, they don't stand a chance.
Um,
The way
look, I
they
mean,
performed in the
2.0.
the way they
I
performed in
mean,
the first half and the over exceeding on XG. I mean, it's going to come down at some point, and like they're not going to catch Arsenal, they're not going to catch City. If they get top four, I think they'll be. I think that'll be a good season for them. But no, they're absolutely not in a title race.
it's difficult to say that in terms of them because what more do they need to do to kind of be in a title race right now? I think if it was other teams, like if Liverpool had pulled that run off, if Chelsea had done it, if United had done it, I mean, these guys beat City, they beat Chelsea, they have been on a big ass streak. They've beat Arsenal 2-1. I mean, they're going to play Arsenal now again in another reverse fixture. And I mean, Arsenal right now, they are the team on form. I mean, yes, Arsenal are getting wins as well, but the way Villa are getting wins compared to Arsenal, Villa are actually scoring goals. Like their own players are actually scoring goals. So when do you like not take them seriously or so? I mean, when last have they lost to Liverpool? We beat them 2-0, and that was on November 1st. We go on to the 28th of December, and they still haven't lost. And they did play the likes of City, Arsenal, and Chelsea. And now they're obviously going to play Arsenal again. So the test that it's shown for them, they've passed everything so far. So, I mean, they're performing the way they need to perform. Morgan Rogers was doing it. If Morgan Rogers is not doing it, Ollie Watkins is doing it. And I mean, right now, what Unai Emery is doing is working. And if there's any manager that loves to haunt his former club, he loves getting one over Arsenal. So I think Arsenal are terrified for their next fixture. So yeah, what do you
Yeah,
think, Noaz?
Aston Villa obviously is versus Arsenal, yeah, next. And I think if there is any game Villa fans and Villa players are not scared for, is that one. Because if you look at the past seasons, they've always given the game to Arsenal. You also mentioned that Aston Villa's run of form continued now after losing to Liverpool, which let's not
Yep.
forget before they lost to Liverpool, also they were on a not unbeaten run, a winning streak also. If I'm not mistaken, it was 6 games winning streak. Lost to
Yep.
Liverpool now 11 games. So
These
Aston Villa
guys,
is on some run of form.
bro, and don't forget, in the Europa League, they are tied for first place because all top three teams are on 15 points. So these guys are doing it in the domestic competition and in the Premier League right now. It's a wow factor with what's happening with them. I mean, I think, and might be wrong, that they didn't start the season that grand, but
No,
where they
they were the
are
last
now,
team in
to
the
score
top
goal,
five
to score
league
goal,
to
to
score.
score goal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, they first at the moment with Leon and FC something that are all on 15 points at the moment. So they are doing it on both ends. You can't just say they're just doing it in the Premier League. And what's happening right now is working. Unai Emery has found a system that's continuing, and somehow they're winning. Maybe they sometimes might not play the greatest or whatever, but I mean, they've kept a clean sheet against Man City. They beat Chelsea, they beat Arsenal, they're going for it again. I mean, right now they're one of the hottest teams on form with consistency. And that's what happens in the Premier League. You know that. Liverpool know what it's like to go on a long winning streak before when we won the league. City know how to go on a crazy winning streak, 14, 15 games, and take the league from people like Liverpool. Villa are now going on such a win streak that people kind of forgot how bad they started the season, because in the Premier League, if you just have consistency, you never know where you can end up on the log. And right now, they're just a couple points off the top.
100%, 100%. Let's ask Hamza a question, right? Because Villa, they have won more points from losing positions than any side in the Premier League this season. But you can argue that Maresca's team shouldn't have really let them back into the contest. Even Ollie Watkins said it was a tactical masterclass that helped them win this game. So, what is your perspective, Hamza, from a Chelsea fan point of view?
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a great day in the office, was it? First 45, even first 60 minutes, we absolutely dominated them from start to finish. Well, start to 60 minutes, right? Cucurella was all over. Rogers couldn't get a sniff. Marlon, I don't even know if he was playing that game. Reece James are incredible as well. Like, everything that they had, they stifled, and we even stifled John McGinn. Enzo and John McGinn was like a great battle that Enzo won for the first 60 minutes. The last 30 minutes, however, that's a problem, right? Watkins gets like a deflection BS goal, but like those sort of things happen. But the header is incredible. The header is a really, really good header, right? Benoit Badiashile should not be losing the ball there. But if Maresca didn't change the centre backs every single game and create this sort of instability, would this happen? Probably not. Who knows, right? First half, Garnacho and Neto was okay. Garnacho offered pretty much nothing up against Cash, and the one time he did do something, Cash got yellow carded, which means he's out of the Arsenal game. And I think that's going to be a huge loss for Aston Villa. But yeah, goal, like there was simple passes. Like there was one where Enzo, I believe, passed it to Neto too far in front of him, so it went out rather than passing it to Palmer. If I see Palmer in the 10 again, he shouldn't be playing in the 10. He should be playing in that right inside space, right? Because in the 10 it's too crowded, and the wingers can't take advantage of the space that we have, right? So yeah, I mean, the one thing I can say for Maresca is, why would you take off Cucurella? Cucurella was an amazing defender. He had Rodgers on lock. Why would you take him off for Malo Gusto? And then Delap, I mean, the less said about that man, the better. And Palmer playing in the 10 is a problem. But the real problem, to be honest, man, was in August, right? When Levi Colwill got injured and Maresca's crying out for new centre-backs, our directors say, we spent 1.2 billion, that's your lot. When you actually need something, we're not going to give it to you. But if we find some random Donny from Ecuador or some random Donny from Bolivia who's like 90 plus potential on Football Manager, we'll drop 20 mil on him, right? This season has become corrupted because of the sporting director, and this is just a result of what happened in August and July time, you know. So yeah, we spent half the summer just chasing Alejandro Garnacho when we know we're going to get him. We spend all the time on that rather than on a centre back, which is something that we actually needed, and that's why every game is Chalobah Fofana, Chalobah Badiashile, Chalobah Tosin, you know. And then, man, it's just this instability, this rockiness was always going to happen. But yeah, I don't blame Maresca too much because, as I said, Aston Villa are a good side, but we should have got the second goal when we had the chance. You know, when we're on top, we should have got the goal. I mean, to be honest, that's a penalty for me and Maatsen, right? When he handles the ball to stop Neto shooting, that's a penalty every day of the week, right? But it doesn't get given. But off the back of that, we didn't play well enough to stop Villa from doing what they did, you know? So on the balance of things, I think we should have gone 2-0 up. We go 2-0 up, we dominate them, we win the game, right? But this is what happens in the Premier League. But yeah, man, the sporting directors killed us. And to be honest, I'm getting to the point now where they've probably killed us for a long period of time, you know, because of what they've done. Yes, in the long term, we might get results, but for the right now, their whole thing is win the Premier League in 26-27. If you're asking me honestly, Hamza, do you think you'll win the league 26-27? that is, I wouldn't be able to say confidently yes, to be honest. Not because of the other teams. I think we have a chance because the other teams aren't as good as they should be. But man, like, you really just got to trust the process, to be honest. Like, at this point, what's in that game? I've tossed and turned overnight, like what I was going to say today, but it's just like, these sport directors, man, they killed us. They absolutely killed us.
So how much of Chelsea's current situation would you put the blame on Maresca? Because even the EMEA in the chat is saying Maresca seems tactically naive.
Yeah, I mean, it's so weird because like weeks ago we were talking about beating Barcelona, beating PSG, beating Liverpool, and having these tactical masterclasses. But then on the back of that, on the other hand, you've got those tactical masterclasses and looking after Reece James, so he's played more now than he has in the last 5 years, right? So that's like a positive in Maresca. And obviously we won the Club World Cup and Conference League and all that sort of stuff, top four when people didn't think we were going to get it, you know? Like we have all that stuff there. But then on the other hand, it's like, has he managed? It's so difficult for him because he has to manage this massively inflated squad with young players where Chelsea fans want them to get results now. And if we lose one game, it's a crisis. But then also have the presence of mind going, they're young players, we need to help them mature. So Maresca's kind of in an impossible position. And when he's earned what he's earned, right, he hasn't been given what he needs to be given. Like, I know he loves wingers, but we needed a centre-back to replace Levi Colwill because that guy was going on to be probably one of the best 2 or 3 centre-backs in the league, and then he does his ACL, you know? And so when you lose that level of quality, of course this is going to happen, you know? But yeah, that was... it was tough. It was tough, man. And I just think that's a confirmation. Obviously, if Chelsea fans around the world didn't believe it before, we're not winning the league. You know, I don't mean to surprise anybody, but we're not winning the league. I thought that was going to be one of those games, and we dominated them, but we just couldn't put the ball in the net because we didn't create enough clear-cut chances.
Yeah. There was a stat here I wanted to highlight also. So obviously, Chelsea in the first half compared to the second half, like two different teams. You would have watched the game, you would have probably picked up on that, right? Chelsea had 71% possession in the first half and registered 1.93 expected goals. But then in the 59th minute, when Unai Emery did his triple substitution, then all of a sudden, 9 shots for Villa, 8 on target, 2 goals, 56% possession to your 44. They say that triple substitution is what really changed the game. Why is that?
Yeah, I mean, Emery made the right substitutions. Maresca probably made the wrong ones. You know, like Rodgers, Semenyo. I know Rodgers didn't come off, but not Semenyo. Rodgers, Marlon were doing absolutely jack all. We had them on absolute lock. You know, then we take it's the Cucurella one. Like I know Delap's not very good, but it's the Cucurella decision. I'm just like, come on, man! Like just leave him on the pitch because he's dominating Rodgers. Right? They're getting nothing. And then afterwards, they were able to put everything through the middle, you know? And I know Benoit Badiashile hasn't played much. And maybe that's a point of, like, poor squad planning, that this guy doesn't get much opportunities when there's so much rotation. But it's like, it's demoralizing. But then also you got to think of it. It's like we dominated the most informed team in Europe, right? And we couldn't put the ball in the net. Well, I mean, we did get 1 goal. We should have got the penalty. But it's like we couldn't create clear enough chances to make it 2-0, you know? But, like, the positive is we dominated the most informed team in Europe. The negative is that we couldn't just close it out. And partially that was our own fault. And partially that's Lawrence Stewart and Paul Winstanley's fault for what they did in the summer transfer window. And to be honest, the 2 transfer windows in the past as well. Since we bought Enzo and Caicedo, not been impressed with the transfer windows in terms of the immediate, what we need in the immediate time.
Yeah, I think it's just been a roller coaster for Chelsea. It's been this way continuously, where when they play well, it's like Caicedo, amazing play, Reece James, amazing play, Cucurella locks down somebody, and you know what? It works. And now, when it doesn't work, it's the part of Chelsea that hasn't been strengthened, which is the centre back situation. I mean, the inconsistencies that I see, like if someone asked me, and I mean with my brother as well, being diehard Chelsea fan, the inconsistencies that I see of centre backs and who's going to play where and who's going to play when is crazy. And I mean, I felt even in that game, like Cole Palmer playing in that position, I think it's not beneficial to him as well, because the problem I feel Chelsea has is, and even against Villa, is just getting the ball to the important players that is going to make the vital decisions for them. You know, the game changers like your Cole Palmers. And I think playing in that position where he was now in that 10, he is better when he drifts wide and he cuts in, because you know when he cuts in, he's going to do it. He did it twice against PSG. And it's just not being able to happen. But yeah, the subs didn't work. But as I said, Marlon whack was really whack for them, and then Ollie Watkins comes on and makes a difference. I mean, that header was clean. It was a clean header. He had that
Beautiful
space
header.
and he took it.
Beautiful header.
Yeah, it was clean. But I mean, as for the pass, look, it came through. He controlled it well. I mean, many players could have spilled that ball, shot wide, shot into the player. He took his chance. He was clinical off the bench. And yeah, as I said, the golden rule in football: you don't take your chances, it's gonna come back.
We didn't even create that many chances, to be honest, bro. Like, we just didn't create that many chances. And the thing about Palmer is, especially against Villa, where they play 4 in midfield, like, you're obviously going to get crowded out. And to be honest, I thought that was one of Boubacar Kamara's worst games I've seen in a Villa shirt. I'm very, very high on the Kamara train. That was one of the worst games I've seen him play. McGinn, that was one of the worst games I've seen him play, especially for the first 60, 65 minutes, right? And it's like, you dominated them.
One tackle, when they smashed the ball across the goal, and I think Garnacho was waiting to tap that in, McGinn made that challenge, which could have changed everything.
But that ball should have been further ahead. I'll be honest, like, I love Palmer. That ball should have been further ahead of it shouldn't be, because it was kind of coming in line with Garnacho rather than it in front of him. And I know it was a good stop from McGinn, and Palmer's putting it in an area, but it's like, even then, like, you've got to expect Palmer to put that even further ahead, you know. I know it was a good run back, and I know Nick Dunn said they only give Esteban a mere 50 minutes. Why buy him? I mean, first of all, don't be so sort of like short-termist. He's literally an 18-year-old from Brazil. The last game that he played, right, on the back of all his good performances, was Leeds, where he was absolutely shocking. I love Esteban. I think he's going to turn into a great player. He was shocking. He kicked out at a defender, wasn't able to create anything. And this was only 3 games ago, right? And we're talking about Salah being on the subs bench. Esteban was not Salah. He's not proved anything just yet, you know? And I have faith in Maresca to kind of handle that sort of wing position and handle the sort of Esteban progression of his career and stuff. Bro, Leeds was, what, maybe 4 games ago, if I remember correctly. That performance against Leeds was absolutely shocking, you know. So if Maresca told him, yo, we're going to train you properly and you're going to ride bench for a bit, he deserves to ride bench. So when you're saying why buy him, I mean, bro, he was not bought for us to win the league now. He was born to be the world beater in years to come, you know. So I trust Maresca in that sense, but I kind of believe he's been given an impossible job in that sense.
There was a comment there from some official Uzi in the chat. I don't know who this guy, right? He said, world champions Chelsea are level on points with not very good Manchester United. Anything to say to this commenter?
I mean, your peak, bro, Uzi, is our, like, trough. You know, I was saying this to my boy the other day. Chelsea can play terrible and have terrible results, right? But that puts us in that big pack between 5 to 10. It doesn't take us out that pack. Like, if you lose your next 2 games, Uzi, you're out that pack completely, right? But if we lose our next 2 games, right, or get the game that we've just lost and the next game, if we lose these 2 games, we're still in that pack, right? So us at our worst is you at your best. You know, so I wouldn't even try that if I was you. I wouldn't even try that. And look at Liverpool. Liverpool are the perfect example. They had a great start to the season, then had a terrible September, October time. They found solutions. He's worked some problems out, and quietly within 7 games, in less than a month, basically, they're back to being in the top 4 after being floundering at 8th, 9th position.
I don't know how we lost, by the way.
Uzi, calm me a grill, bro. Because you're too shook to come live today, yeah? Because you knew I was going to give you a piece.
But yeah, we can move on from Chelsea. I think Chelsea, it's like, if you have to summarize it, it's almost like Enzo Maresca has almost proven himself as a good knockout competition manager. But in terms of having the stamina throughout the whole league campaign, he seems to have these moments where he drops off and comes back, and he drops off and comes back. Now he's just obviously down. He'll probably come back.
He basically had won the league at Leicester, and then the last 10 to 12 games, like, I'm pretty sure their form table was like, he was like 12th or something in the league. So he does have these troughs, but it's peak because it's like, you have sporting directors that don't listen to what you say because you're just another cog in the machine. You've proven that you deserve that sort of like leverage from the board. You don't get given it, and you get given this massive squad that basically from last year has changed hugely, and you're expected to stay stable. It's a Chelsea-wide problem rather than a Maresca problem. But because he's one guy, it's easiest for us to kick him out rather than to kick anyone else out.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear that. But yeah, no, any closing remarks on Chelsea?
Uh, I think for them, it's this inconsistency is going to continue until they have a better transfer market. I think that it doesn't matter how good Caicedo can be, or Enzo can be, or Palmer can be, or João Pedro here and there. I mean, at the end of the day, I think that unless they sort the backline out, it's not going to help. And I mean, Reece James, okay, brilliant. Yes, he's played the most that he's played in 5 years. He's now playing in the midfield as well. He's doing it brilliantly, but you can't only rely on him to have amazing performances, to track back, to go
But
forward, to
one thing
come
I'd say,
back, to
Nikhil,
score a worldy free kick. You know.
One thing I'd say, Nikhil, is that our defense, we got the second most clean sheets in the league, right? So it's like the numbers don't say that our defense is that bad, really, but it's just like in these moments when we need these swing games, right? We need a consistent lineup that's proven to work, right? For us, like we have some of the best players in the position in the world, right? Even, right? But because you don't have these consistency within the team, because we're a young squad, and because there's been elements that have been kind of like what's the word, like mistreated, especially the centre back position. That's why this happens. Like a big shout out to Robert Sanchez, man, because a year ago he was the reason why I was so confident Chelsea would never ever look at the league. And now what's being put in front of him isn't competent enough for him to do what he needs to do, you know? So shout out Robert Sanchez, man, because throughout this whole period, it could have been way worse if it wasn't for him. Like he made some big saves yesterday.
Very true.
And I want to make a big point about Robert Sanchez because it's like, you give him so much stick. Even I was hating on him so much for like basically a year and a half. Bro, when he's playing like a top 5, top 10 keeper in the world, give him his flowers, man, because he deserves it. But yeah, I just hope we sort all this out in the immediate term because it's teams fall away really quickly. Look at Tottenham. They were really good for years and then they just fell away completely, right? Look at this Arsenal team. If they don't win the league now, that team will fall away. It'll probably get broken up a bit, you know? So you've got to strike while the iron's hot. While Caicedo is one of the best midfielders in the world, while Palmer's one of the best attacking midfielders in the world, whilst Cucurella and Reece James are like moving towards their prime, we need to really start taking this seriously because we can dominate English football because we have the quality there. But if we make the wrong decision, we continue making the same decisions we've been doing over the last 2, 3, 4 years since this ownership has come in, it's never going to happen, you know? And this is just like another example of like a reality check. There's another reality check as to why that wouldn't happen if things continue the way they are.
Yeah, I think obviously Cole will, for like I strongly believe that like him going is the reason why I was struggling a bit this season. I think y'all would have been the Aston Villa, maybe even stronger than this Aston Villa in terms of being that. Okay, it's Arsenal and City's title race, but Chelsea's in that conversation. I think y'all would have been the Villa, but yeah, because y'all do need stability in the back, and I feel like obviously losing Cole didn't allow that to happen now. Yeah, because I think y'all do just need that one guy in the back line that's almost like that Caicedo in midfield of Palmer in the attack, because y'all do have a world-class player in attack. Y'all do have a world-class player in midfield. You'll just need that world-class player in that centre-back position, because that's what basically has allowed Arsenal to be title challengers, having that
like Chalobah and Fofana, I honestly think is fine. But I don't know why I don't know if Fofana was injured or what, but it's like Chalobah and Fofana as a centre-back pairing is fine. I think you can easily become like a solid Champions League team, solid third or even second in the Premier League with those two centre backs, with everyone else around them, you know. But it's just like this inconsistency in form, this inconsistency in injuries, and inconsistency within the whole team. Apart from Garnacho and Neto, who seemingly have those two wings on lock, it's just I don't know, man. It's just confusing, super confusing.
Yeah. That's Chelsea. That's been Chelsea. Confusing.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on from Chelsea. Let's just touch on Tottenham just for a second, because obviously Spurs isn't Tristan isn't here. Yeah, man like Tristan ain't here, but Tottenham did win Crystal Palace away. That's an impressive win.
Yeah.
Archie Gray's first senior goal was enough to earn Tottenham their first 1-0 win over Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the game. Apparently, Mickey van der Ven also got man of the match there. So, looked like Spurs were solid defensively.
Yeah, and it's crazy for Spurs because, I mean, looking at their team now, Javi Simons suspended, Solanke is still injured, Bissouma gone, Pape Sarr gone. Sarr used to be like, their main man in midfield. Bissouma playing in and out for them continuously. And I mean, for Palace, I think it affected them more with losing Sarr. I think like not having Sarr there, Liverpool fans know really well what he does. It's crazy, but it is the history of the Tottenham. I mean, they play the way they played against us and the way they have been
Yeah.
playing. But now against Crystal Palace, and I mean, okay, Crystal Palace have fallen off, but clean sheet, Mickey Van der Ven now. They're not, ending people's almost seasons and playing in a filthy type of way. But yeah, it's a history of the Spurs playing the way they're playing, and I mean, they got the win. They got a clean sheet. It surprises me a little bit as well because I really would have thought that with their defense, Mateta or even Pino would have maybe given them some problems. But to come away, I didn't see that coming. For Spurs, I didn't see that coming. For a 1-0 win and a clean
I
sheet,
think
man.
we need to talk about Mateta also. Like this guy, what happened to you? Where's he gone?
No
He's
Eze,
missing.
bro. No Eze, no party.
Genuine. Ever
Yeah,
since Eze's gone to
it's
Arsenal,
been
this
a bit
guy
quiet.
is terrible.
Yeah, it's been a bit quiet. It's been a bit quiet. I think his last goal was against United, and I think that was in the end of November. From November, he hasn't scored a goal. Um, from end of November, no goal. Scored against United, and that was it. And I mean, I think the main attacking that with Sa not being there also really affects them, as I said. But yeah, I mean, Spurs they win, they get their dub, and with a clean sheet, I'm just really really surprised with that. And right now they move into I think 11th or something, 11th or 12th on the log. Everything is so
Mhm.
congested there at the moment. It's crazy. I mean, you've got 11th place and 8th to 11th are basically 26, 25 points, which is wild.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's crazy. From one nil game to another, the first game and only game actually on Boxing Day, it was Manchester United versus Newcastle. I think man like Hamza will have a few things to say here because he is also a Newcastle rep there. Unlikely goal scorer, Patrick Dorgu gets the winner.
Beautiful goal.
Actually, man of the match
By the way.
performance also.
Unlikely triple captain on a freaking FPL.
You triple
Who does
captain.
No,
Oh,
but
someone triple captain.
at FPL, somebody triple captain Dogu. What do they know that we don't know?
There's always that one guy, mate. There's always that one
Bro,
guy.
who triple captains Dogu? Who?
Yeah.
It
Bro,
was his first goal also for the Red Devils, I think. If I'm not
It was a
mistaken. I don't think he
finish
scored
and
a
a
goal.
half.
that was just wild, bro. That was just wild. And I mean,
Von
like,
Smarter,
you,
by the way, in the last 3 weeks has got
Messi,
an own goal and an own assist, right?
literally,
But
bro.
obviously against Chelsea, in between those two BS Fugazi performances, he gets 2 goals. Yeah?
Yeah, he gets
I'm
two
not
goals.
over that. I'm not over that.
But yeah, Manchester United temporarily leapfrogged Liverpool after
Yeah,
that
they were.
win.
I think the people just got happy to make their TikToks. I think for like maybe that like what 24 hours or so. I think yeah. They had like 24 hours to look at that log. I don't know what they were more
Yeah,
happy
more or
about.
less.
What do you guys think they were more happy about? Winning the game, being above Liverpool for 24 hours, or finally seeing their team play a back four?
I think that's probably the back four, Loki.
Bro, I'm like, they were excited. They were like, he's listening. My team is playing a back four. Heaven and Martinez, Shaw and Delot. And I'm just like, wow. Bro switched
But you
up
know
on
what?
his
There's Manchester United who win Loki has lit up the eyes of that Manchester United fan that's going. They might get his haircut because this counts as a win, right? Manchester United next game is
yeah,
against Wolves, bottom of the
yeah.
table, 2 point Wolves. Then following that, they're playing Leeds United. So that could be 3 wins in a row.
And
Then
then Burnley.
4 wins in a row would be Burnley. And then the fifth, the grand finale game, would be none other than the Manchester Derby at Old Trafford.
No. I think does it have to be Prem or is it in a row? Because they play Brighton before they
Oh
play
no!
City.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, it's in all competitions. It's in all competitions. I never knew there was a what's that? FA Cup,
Oh,
Carabao Cup, FA
FA
Cup.
Cup, FA Cup,
FA Cup.
FA Cup.
Because they went
FA Cup.
out to
Yeah,
Bruce in the Carabao Cup.
Oh
And
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh yeah.
It could
Thank
be
you for the
Brighton
reminder.
game.
penalty.
Thank you for that reminder. And then after
Yeah.
that
Oh
game,
yes, yes, yes.
after the FA Cup, they play Arsenal and City, one after the other. Death throws. So
No, but either way,
Yeah,
the
I don't
United
think
fans can,
don't think they'll even get 2 in a row. To be honest, bro.
I don't watch Wolves put up a fight.
They'll beat Wolves. They'll get 2 in a row. Yeah, they'll beat Wolves. But then
I don't
like,
think they'll
after
win
that-
Leeds, yeah, because man like Calvert Lewin's been on
Leeds-
fire.
Leeds is good, bro.
And like Leeds right now, bro.
Yeah. By the
Leeds are cooking some things, man. I mean, I think they drew.
Lucy said Bruno should be back though.
But
Ooh, Gary,
Bruno Fernandes.
Timothy
Fernandes.
Timbers, ooh,
Bruno
Bruno.
And Bruno be telling me, I know the people wanted me to leave. They wanted me to go, but I'm staying here to cry some more. So
Bro, they don't want you, man. She doesn't want you anymore. She wants her ex. Get out of here, man.
Yeah. Yo,
Bruno Fernandes currently has the most assists in the league.
Yeah,
Leeds are
he's
cooking. I'm scared for that
most
game.
time spent crying on a football pitch in the league, in the Big Five leagues actually, over the last 5 seasons. That's a stat, actual stat.
What's the
Uzi, you're
what's the
gonna have to
scoreline
be
going to
an
be like
actual.
against Wolves? Last time you were quite happy, and then Bournemouth, you guys thought you're going to win, then you're winning, then you're
Yeah,
losing, then you're
let's actually
drawing.
clip this. Let's clip this actually because it could go viral. Uzi is in the chat right now. Uzi is in the chat. Uzi, spam your prediction for Manchester United versus Wolves.
Manchester United versus 4-4.
He's gonna say
4-4.
something. He's gonna say 2-1. I bet you, guarantee this guy. He's a 2-1 little merchant. He's gonna say 3-1 United.
Uzi,
You
put your
can't say
belt on the
2-1,
line.
Uzi. Uzi, you can't say 2-1.
Put your belt on the
Put
line.
the belt on the line. Actually, it's such an easy game that you should low-key put it just for fun.
Yeah.
And who gets it?
Come on,
3-0 United. 3-0 United, says Uzi. Screenshot that. Clip it, chat. Clip it.
Clip it.
Oh, man, like Mohammed Azhar said, we have to actually fact check because Ryan Cherokee has the most assists in the league. Let me actually go on the Premier League website right now. Assists Ryan Cherokee on 7, Bruno Fernandes on 7 as well. But the fact that Uzi made it seem like Bruno Fernandes was alone. Ryan Cherokee on 7.2.
Who's got the best minutes per assist?
But then again, United love number 7 anyway, so I understand why he has 7 assists. So it's okay.
Yo, how is Haaland at 19 goals already, by the way?
Bro, let's not talk about that. I don't care.
Speaking of, no, let's actually talk about that because he did actually score today, right? He did score.
Bro, okay, by the way, Cherokee, 7 assists in 13 games. Bruno, 7 assists in 17 games.
Crazy.
So, Uzi, the fact you try to claim that is poor. That's poor from you, bro.
But let's talk about Ryan Cherokee since he's the topic because this guy seems to be one of the main reasons why City all of a sudden are in title race conversations again. I would say Donnarumma was really the kickstarter to make City a title race team again. But Ryan Cherokee, how many points has this man saved for Manchester City already this season?
Yeah. I mean, I think the guy right now and City are doing things that what people say this is what champions do or this is what people want to win the league do. They're finding ways to win a freaking game. And it's either, like, let's leave Haaland aside for a second because he's done enough in the past 18 games already. If Haaland is not doing it, Foden's coming up with 2 goals or an assist. Ryan Cherokee is coming up with freaking amazing performances and a goal. Tijani Raniers is, if he starts or not, he's getting a goal or an assist or something's happening there. And then you get games like, okay, against Liverpool where Doku is absolutely cooking. He has Ballon d'Or performances against us. And then after that disappears. So I don't understand. So they have so much of, now it's like their midfielders are scoring the goals and also providing the assists. I mean, Ryan Cherokee, I think, got 2 goals, 7 assists, as you said already, in 13 games, which is crazy. It's crazy right now because they're doing what
league as well.
They need, and a new league debut season. I mean,
League One
right now, and a lot of people like look at this, right? You've got Phil Foden who has 7 goals and 2 assists. You've got Ryan Cherokee who has 7 assists and 2 goals. You got Reniers 4 goals, 2 assists, and then you have Haaland obviously with like 19 goals. So I mean, Man City were being claimed as a team that if Haaland doesn't score, City don't score, or if Haaland doesn't perform, who's going to give them the goals to do things for them, bro? Then midfield now is cooking and they are working. And I think Rodri is back.
Yeah, Rodri was back also in the squad. Yeah.
So it's a scary time because you got like the title leaders. Getting goals from other places apart from their own team, and then you got the challengers on second place that are just scoring everywhere right now.
Yes, here's something Uzi will be proud of. Only Bruno Fernandes and obviously Erling Haaland, because of his goals, can boast more Premier League goal involvements than Ryan Cherokee's 8. Only Bruno Fernandes and Erling Haaland, since the start of November, got more goal involvement than Cherokee.
Nice. Cool. I think they'll televise that award for United end of the season.
Yeah. What a win.
It's amazing.
My G. You know he said it like that as well. My G.
Oh, gosh.
Now, but in all honesty, right, this City team, like Nikhil mentioned it already, the way it's structured, this 4-3-2-1 sort of formation, right, with Foden and Cherokee being the creative outlets to feed the most deadly striker in world football, Erling Haaland. And then you have that double pivot that will eventually have Rodri back in it as well. Oh my word, guys, this
I
team could
think
go
they've
all
won
the way
eight.
again.
I think they've won 8 in a row or so. The last time they lost was against Leverkusen in the Champions League at Etihad. They
Eight in
haven't
a row
lost.
in all competitions, six in the Premier League.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's that defense, man.
bro.
The defense is why they're not going to win the league. That's basically
It's
it.
just,
Up
it's
front,
Why they're not going to
they're
win?
really good.
Right now, they're just
Yeah, they're not.
outscoring the opposition.
They're not going to win, man, because the amount of chances that they give up is actually, and that's why Donnarumma. You're saying Donnarumma is the reason they're going to win the league. Well, Donnarumma wouldn't have to be the reason why they need to win the league if the defense wasn't good. If the defense wasn't better, if that makes sense, right? Like those chances don't become created, those opportunities don't happen. Arsenal just and I know we're going to get onto it, but Arsenal simply do not give away those sort of opportunities, and if they do, it's like wonder goals. Like we're going to talk about that Raya save yesterday, but Brighton only really didn't ever really get in behind, right? And Gabriel just slot straight back in. He was on for 30 minutes, and he just slot straight back in, right? And everything was in front of Arsenal, And I think that's the difference between Arsenal and City. City might score more goals, they might just outscore everybody and win the league. But I just think that defense, man, it gives up too much opportunities, and I don't think it's good enough really to win a league title. But who knows, man? Like if Rodri comes back and he's like the Rodri of old, and people just get way less opportunities, maybe that's a solution. But I don't know. That defense, I think, is gonna be the reason why they don't win the league, in my opinion. But as you said, Nikhil, Cherky, what a guy! That finish is an incredible finish.
insane.
Absolutely incredible finish. Like to keep your head down, to keep your knee over the ball and hit it straight like that from a corner. Foden tried it the corner before and then tries it again and it works. It's just like absolutely beautiful. Like his technique, his goal against Brentford, that goal, his technique is beautiful. And I love the fact that he couldn't answer any of the questions by the interview after the match. He just absolutely didn't answer any of the questions. But what a guy, man. I think Cherky, I think he's going to fall off a bit. Like he'll fall away a little bit. This will just be like his purple patch for the season because he's coming into a new league. But yeah, I wouldn't get too high on City, is my opinion. I think Arsenal will still go away and do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, because you look at the back line of I won't lie, Nico O'Reilly probably is forcing his way into conversations in a good way, in a good way. Like no one really expected this man to be one of the best like fullbacks so far this season, and he is one of the best fullbacks so far this season. Vardiol obviously now being a lot more narrow. Vardiol was typically City's left back. Now he's playing more of a left centre back sort of role. Diaz obviously is there. He's been there. He's been a part of City title winning teams. And then Mateus Nunez as a right back, I still never ever rated him as a right back. So that's City's back four. If you look at the team that's challenging them for the title in Arsenal probably clean sweeps them back for player for player. It's just Donnarumma. Donnarumma. He's the difference maker.
Because that's why we don't really talk about Raya. Like we're gonna talk about his save, but like we don't really. When I watch videos about combined 11s or whatever, opposite fans don't really talk about Raya because the defense is so good. So it's like the opposite for Donnarumma. It's like we're talking about Donnarumma because the defense isn't as good. Because he has to do the job, and I guess like he can do the job. So what am I really talking about? If he can do the job and solve the problems for City, then it doesn't really matter that they give up that many opportunities. But when have you seen a team win the league with a leaky defense like that? Basically never.
Yeah, basically never. But then again, the attacking firepower is unnatural.
I think the thing is, it's no longer when we spoke about things before, and we go back to our earlier episodes. We know that Arsenal had an 8, 9, 10 point gap over the other teams. They had a gap, bro. If Arsenal slip up once, if they just lose one game and City win, they're on level points with City. That's how close it is. The only reason why Arsenal will be first is because of goal difference. So right now, it's there for the taking, bro. If Chelsea was in City's position right now, having that type of points that's available, I mean, it's a 3 point gap. It's literally, I think it's just a 3 point gap that's there right now. So I mean, you've got Arsenal on 42, you've got City on 40. That's 2 points. You've got Villa on 39. Literally one slip up and the leaders change. So I just think Arsenal, will get to Arsenal. I think they're breathing very heavy right now because their performances of late, I think the last 5 goal scorers have not even come from them.
Yeah, I think it was just Odegaard now in the last game. Otherwise,
I think Odegaard in the last one. Yeah,
penalty.
Let's see. Yeah, so I think City are hitting form in the right time, and when you hit form now, it's deadly, it's dangerous, because you start the season, you don't know who's going to play, you don't know your best squad, you don't know how your new signings are going to fit in. Now we're like 18 games, 19 games in, we at the end of freaking the year, we're getting into the second half of the season now, almost in January. It's like you already know your team, who's cooking and who's not. And then we got the January transfer window. We don't know if City will cook. They'll randomly just go and what if Semenyo signs? What if they sign Semenyo? Then what happens? Does the title race swing completely to
Wait,
City?
has played, man.
And is the
Chelsea, we're just
firepower
talking
there
about
just
Chelsea.
too much? I mean, Czechie obviously is so good. Doku's injured right now, though. So which I didn't know about. And I mean, Semenyo comes in, that's a different ball game right now. I think things have the tide has changed. Arsenal are still first and they're still winning games, but the way they are winning compared to the way City
Yeah.
are doing it now, it's like you're like, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm a bit okay, guys, we need to start doing some things.
So I don't want to go for Arteta. I think we should move on to the Arsenal game though, if you guys are open to it. But it's like,
let's talk to the Arsenal game.
but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
thing, I don't want to say this about Arteta because I think it's so cheap. I think it's so cheap, and it's like a dead horse. But his mentality, man, it's either his mentality or his players being pussies. Where it's like, I'm not sure you can win a league like that, you know, because 85th minute. This is what I saw against Brighton. 85th minute, right? They were defending really well. Arsenal against Brighton. Martinelli's running to the corner flag.
Yeah.
85th minute in a Premier League game, not a knockout game, not like a final, nothing like that, right? In a Premier League game, in the 85th minute, he runs to the corner flag and tries to hold the ball up there. And I was thinking, if that's coming from you, what the hell are you doing? You've only just come on. But if that's coming from Arteta, you cannot behave like that in December. You can't. I've said this last week. I said it the week before.
Yeah.
I'll say it continually. I know I said the City won't win the league, but I feel like the only way they win the league is if Arsenal mess up. And this is how Arsenal mess up. By trying to do all this like bakwas in December. You don't behave like this in December. You the killing teams. The killing teams.
I think Arsenal are looking at the outside world and the outside audience, and they're thinking to themselves, "Oh, we're known for defensively being like this and seeing games out and things." That they just, I don't know, they're adapting to it now. If they're taking the lead, all they care about is the win. No matter how, no matter what they need to do, no matter how disgusting or boring or pussy it is, bro, they are doing it. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't like watching Arsenal play football. I don't like when they freaking play with a proper Gokeres up front as well. I feel like it's just boring because he can't do jack.
He can't play football. He actually can't play football. I'm sorry.
He
actually cannot play football.
I'll say it now.
They thought they were signing Haaland,
and I'm going to find the chat where I spoke to my bro. Darwin Núñez is a way better player than Gokeres will ever be in the Premier League. Darwin Núñez will have more important moments and pivotal and better goals for Liverpool, even though he's left, than Gokeres. People went crazy when Gokeres scored that amazing goal against Leeds, and at that time Leeds were ass compared to how they are now. But Arsenal fans right now, when they see Gokeres starting, they're not happy. They'd rather have Marino as their striker than Gokeres.
They were saying Jesus, Havertz, and then Gokeres. Like they were literally like I was speaking to so many Arsenal fans, and even you get all the Arsenal fans online also. They literally prefer Jesus first. Jesus when fit.
Yeah.
Like they rather have
because
Jesus.
These guys, and in FIFA terms, they can't play with a truck. They cannot play with a big stocky player. It's just not working for them. The guy is just getting bullied.
Why the hell did they not just go for Isak? Like
the last player that was a good stocky player that worked for Arsenal was Olivier Giroud. He was the last player that was a stocky.
Well, Aubameyang as well.
Well, Aubameyang as well, but
Aubameyang wasn't a big stocky though. Yeah.
Giroud,
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. The fit, the profile is similar, but it's like. That's what this summer it blew my mind. Obviously, Chelsea went with Delap. I didn't think Delap was good enough, to be honest. And then we got Delap. You lot got Isak and Ekitike. Arsenal got Gyökeres. United got Sesko. I can't remember if there's one more, but it's like the season they needed strikers. Arsenal, look at it like this, objectively. Arsenal, realistically, are the second best team in the league, if not the best over the last 3 years, right? Cumulatively, obviously, they didn't win anything.
Yeah.
Great defense, great midfield, great attack, whatever. They create a lot of chances. And the only thing anyone ever says about them is mentality and striker. This is where the mentality is a problem, because your mentality should be, we have come second so many times. I'm sick of this. Let me go get the best striker in class, right? Forget about profile. Forget about what this will do for my... Get the best striker in class, because this is the only problem that I have, right? And you should be calling up Eddie Howe. You should be calling up Amanda Staveley and be like, hello, we want Isak. We're taking him now, right? Kind of how Liverpool did for Isak in the end. Why the hell? I know Gyökeres got the good Muller Trophy and scored goals. This is a mentality problem, and maybe it's more than Arteta, because the mentality should be, we're the best team in the league. Let's slap our you-know-what on the table and go, Isak, yeah, I know you just scored against us to knock out the Carabao Cup. You scored against us in the league as well. We're taking you from Newcastle. That should have been the mentality, right? Not Gyökeres. It's not Gyökeres' fault. They should not be buying him.
How did it happen? How did they sign Isak? Because in all honesty,
conversations about him. Even the year before, there was not even conversations about it. Bro, he's Henry. He would have been Henry reincarnated for him.
That's what they were saying the whole time. And I don't understand. The fact that Liverpool signed him after Liverpool stole your target man in Ekitike, Liverpool should not have signed Isak.
Like Newcastle should have Gyökeres and Sesko. That was it. The Gyökeres and Sesko was the only thing they were talking about. Why? Isak is there. Go take him. Because you're too scared to spend money because you don't want to know if you believe or not.
I'm happy because that signing, as much as now Isak might not play another game for Liverpool this season because of his injury, that signing could have prevented Arsenal from winning the league this season. Both Liverpool signing Isak, and I know Ekitike wasn't really on their radar, like as much as Gyökeres and Sesko were, but there was a bit of interest there. So Liverpool signing both Ekitike and Isak could be the reason also why Arsenal don't win the league this season. Because if they had one of those players,
Ahmed says 100 million for Isak, no good, bro. I'm sorry. You needed to just slap it on the table, slap your you-know-what on the table, just go, you know what? Yes, it might be a little bit of an overpay, but he's the best available striker in the world, probably the second or third best striker in the world after Haaland and Kane. He's the best young striker in the world. We're taking him because we won this league title. We've got in the semi-finals of the Champions League. We're going to take him. We want the Premier League title now, and we want the Champions League. Let's go get Isak. And I know, obviously, he's got injured now, and he hasn't had the best start at Liverpool. You needed to take him. You absolutely, because there wouldn't be a conversation how there is now about, he's fourth in the pecking order. It goes Havertz, Marino, Jesus, and Gyökeres. If Isak was there, even if Isak hadn't scored, nobody would ever be talking about Havertz is better than him. Put Marino in there, put Jesus in there. They would be like Isak, bro.
100%. Yeah, I think, look, for them not signing him, I think they signed a player that just I feel just doesn't fit their style, doesn't fit the way they play. I mean, look at them signing him, but fans will probably want Marino to be up front because he's just more versatile as a player. Like, he's a full-on striker, and it's just not working for them. He gets bullied off the ball. He can't match to the pace of the Premier League. He doesn't know what's happening. I don't think he's that intelligent on the ball as well. I just think he's just a fat truck that's up front hoping for the best. And it's just not working. It's not working for them. It really isn't. And I think it will be Arsenal downfall because, I mean, they look for goals from their midfielders. It's the truth. They want Rice to get a Real Madrid free kick. They want Saka to cut in and score.
Set piece FC still. Like, people should forget set piece FC.
Rice was great at right back, by the way. Sorry to cut you off, Nikhil. Yesterday, Rice at right back was incredible. At 90th minute, he was making long busting runs where if somebody just runs across, they can easily make it 3-1.
That's why I said he is an absolute dog. Absolute dog. But I mean, I just feel like with Arsenal, I think it's going to be their downfall. I really do. I don't think they can continue this. Like, scraping the wins, the own goals, the everything, man. I mean, that's got penalties, and that too, Lacroix decided to pull an amazing performance there.
Any title race team, or any team that's gone on to win the league has always had an incredible December period. Even the ones that haven't won the league, like Liverpool, the 97 point, the 91 point, 92 point season. The December period is when you're supposed to be in your stride, momentum, playing good game. And Arsenal, the wheels are falling off.
And I mean, I think the biggest one was the Wolves game, guys. The Wolves game, the freaking own goals, 2 own goals right at the end. I mean, Wolves could have got a point. They could have finally got a point on the board after so long.
Yeah, the faith is on Arsenal's side so far. For now,
it has been. But anyway, let's move on from there.
Let's move on to Liverpool.
Can just touch on Liverpool quick, and then we can do the predictions. Then we can do the predictions.
Liverpool, obviously, it was a 2-1 win against a Wolves team, but it was the main talking point was, man, like Flo got his first Liverpool goal after 23 appearances. Now, obviously, Liverpool with Florian Wirtz, it's been a love-hate relationship in the start, but I would say for the past 10 or so games, Liverpool and Florian Wirtz have been cooking. Like, Florian Wirtz has had man of the match performances, picked up another man of the match now against Wolves. And I would say the past 10, 12 games, he's had 7.5 out of 10 performances. He's been cooking. He's arrived for Liverpool fans a long time ago, and I think it's now something that the rival fans can't ignore.
He
Mr.
scored one
Nikhil,
goal.
what did you make of the game? Yeah,
Scored one
Look,
goal, buddy. Chill out.
look. I think
he's
being in
been
the Premier
cooking.
League, being in the Premier League, if you don't take goals and assists and you come with a high price tag, you're automatically a flop. The double O's
Yeah,
start, literally. The moment you come into the Premier League, if you're coming with a high amount like him, obviously, big price tag, the GA has to be there. And it wasn't there. But in the past, like 9 or 10 games for Liverpool, yes, he's been influential, he's been important, and Liverpool have not taken their chances when he has provided the pass a lot. I'll go back even to the Chelsea game, putting it on a plate for Mo Salah, not scoring. I mean, even the Germany manager had come out and said that look at the chances Liverpool Wirtz has created, but Liverpool just can't put them away. And of course, there was many situations where I know he's sitting here now where he has one goal, but it definitely could have been much more if yes, Salah could have passed or other players could have taken their chances. But unfortunately, this is the reality of it. And he has been playing very well for Liverpool. His passing, his movement, the consistency that he's had. Unfortunately, people are going to look at him as the scored one goal. He did it against Wolves. Calm down. But he's been consistent in
Hamza
the
is
way
one of
he's
them.
played. But he's been consistent. But he's been consistent in the way he's played, and he's pivotal for us right now. So look, the game overall, I just think one thing for certain, Eketike is a baller. Everybody who is watching
He
this
is
guy
him.
right now,
He is
he
him.
is such a baller. The aura that this guy has, especially in hard games, he literally has delivered for Liverpool. The guy literally made that assist out of nothing. He took the ball, shrugged the player off, ran direct, made the pass perfectly, and Wirtz put it in the net. And I mean, this guy been doing it. I think in now 6 games in a row. I think he's had GA for Liverpool 6 or 5 games in a row in all competitions, and it's like he's almost telling the people, you know what, we signed Isak, he was there for big money, but realize even though Isak is injured and I feel for him, I'm the man right now and I'm doing it. Come home or away, come big fixture or small fixture, I'm doing it. But I think my main concern is that no matter how low the team is on the log or no matter how poor the team is, a Liverpool just can't see out a game comfortably right now. Like, and we still have difficulties in corners and we make issues and problems for ourselves, even the team at the bottom of the table. That's the part that I feel worries me, is because I'm never getting to watch Liverpool have a nice game where we just like we 2-0 up, let's keep it at 2-0 or let's make it 3-0. It's always we concede after two or we concede after one. And it's a bit of a it was a win. I'll take the win 100%, but I'm not entirely happy in the way we defend corners. Still, set pieces is a problem for us. I mean, the one against Spurs was really frustrating to see with the Richarlison. We couldn't just clear it, and then after that, the one against Wolves was also. It's just frustrating to see that happen. But yeah, will
Yeah,
Liverpool buy it?
Liverpool's obviously their defense from set pieces have been, I think, the worst in the league. If you look at the stats, we've actually conceded the most goals from the league.
Hmm.
Um, and then yeah, well, Liverpool buy a defender. Oof.
Only Mark Gay is
Mark
what I.
Gay, bro. Mark Gay.
I don't know if that's gonna. I heard rumors that the manager now wants to leave. Uh, at the end of
Yeah,
the season.
Glasner.
So,
That's why once again people are giving so much like hate towards Isak for wanting to leave Newcastle and forcing their transfer. Look, when it matters, when you try to be a good guy, or I'll see out the contract. The manager wants me to be here. You are nobody. You're still an employee, so that's why
mm,
Mark Gay should have just left as well. He should have just left, bro. Like, look at it now.
You are a nobody.
you are a
He's just an
nobody.
employee. He's just an employee, mate.
uh, that's
It's
funny.
See,
just
if there's a 2026 resolution I can give all of you guys, look out for yourself, man. Just care about yourself. Then the world will revolve around you, and it'll be a better place when the world revolves around you. Be narcissistic. Yeah. There we go.
City boys up. City boys up.
Yeah, but Liverpool, yeah, no, Nikhil, I agree with you. I think Liverpool, since the Sunderland game, the last 15 minutes or 20 minutes even have been nerve
mm,
wracking in every single game
it
since that
has.
game.
It has. It really has. I mean, the headlines if Liverpool conceded again against Wolves and we drew that game and gave them a point would be let's not even go there because again, at the end, they had chances, they were trying, and it shouldn't be the case. Liverpool need to see out games. Every time it's 2-0 or so, there's always a conceding, there's always a not being able to clear it or a defensive mistake or just get it out. And teams now are doing it against us. First, it was a long throw in, any chance that they get. And now it's the corners that they literally want to shoot as close as they can to the keeper, hoping that it spills and then, there can be some tapping that's going to happen. So, but other than that, look, for Liverpool overall, we're winning. We got consistency. We are in the top four. I'm really happy with that. Obviously, 32 points at the moment helps us overtake and get some breathing space from Chelsea, which is good. And now,
Yeah.
obviously, we're chasing Villa. And I think, it's really good time for us to have this consistency. We said now we got to do it. With the games that we have until we play Arsenal, we need to win every game. Until
Who
we
are you
go to the
chasing, Nikhil?
Emirates, we need to go. Villa,
Who did you say you were chasing?
Villa.
We're chasing Villa, yeah.
We're chasing Villa now. We're taking it one step at a time. We're chasing Villa, the team that beat you. So
But don't worry,
we-
Liverpool.
trying to-
Remember, I said it's gonna be about. It's not about if we win the league. It's about how we win it, and we're gonna do the greatest comeback of all time, the greatest remontada. So but we'll take it one step at a time. One step.
I mean,
at
it's a 10.
yeah.
It's a 10-point gap. It's a 10-point gap from Arsenal. It's an 8-point gap.
All I'm hearing is 4 games. All I'm hearing is 4 games.
I
So,
can't
but,
do
as I said, whilst other teams are, falling off the bandwagon a little bit and not having that consistency, we are having the consistency, and our hardest game is coming, I believe, harder than the City game.
Liverpool
maybe
actually,
when-
Liverpool
yeah,
actually won
that's-
4 games in a row now in all competitions also. So that means for the second time
Yeah.
this season, if that United fan was a Liverpool guy, he would have gone for another haircut. So
Yeah,
it just
100%.
shows. It shows.
100%. I mean, we got Leeds next. We need to get that revenge after again conceding in the 90-plus minute for that 3-3. And then we've got Fulham away. And who knows where we will be on the log by the time we play Arsenal on Jan 8th. We could be freaking third. We could be fourth. We could be below that. I
That's
don't
the
know,
game.
but-
We
could be
reduced the
fair.
points to just 5. We reduced it to just 5.
Adi, you're
points.
correct. That is the L ball knowledge. Absolutely. But let them have their win, man. Like, they beat Wolves at home, and now they're the best team in the world. Let them have it.
No,
Let
no
them
one's saying we're the
absolutely
best
have
team
it.
in the world. We beat Brighton, we beat Spurs,
Let's
we
say
beat
we're the
Wolves, we
best,
beat
man.
Leeds and
Let's
Fulham
say we're the
next.
best,
We're
man.
trying. We're trying. We're trying.
We're just taking one game at a time, mate. Come
at a time.
on.
We beat Villa, the last team
How's
to beat
my
Villa,
man?
2-0 clean sheet. I mean, at the end of the day, we are where we are because of the consistency that we're having. Liverpool are finding ways to win. At least when we are winning, we are scoring our own goals. Okay? We are scoring. At least.
Say
Warren
that.
Trophy.
Say like
Warren
it is.
Trophy.
We are scoring. We are scoring.
We can put it. We can put it next to our Premier League one we won last season.
Yeah, we can, definitely.
Oh, God.
I think right now, the other thing that I'll touch on is Frimpong. Frimpong has really made a difference now. Again, I think it's 2 assists for him in a row.
What have I
Incoming
told you
in-
also, Nikhil? What have I been telling you? I said the
Slot
minute this guy comes
playing
back
for
in,
Frimpong. Slot has
Ah.
been waiting for Frimpong because he's wanting to play him. And I mean, look, he does give us, and I remember you posted this on your social medias about the Salah thing and, the way Liverpool are playing. I believe that it's more of a tactical thing right now than we're going to be just playing better without Salah, because I think in the situations that we're in right now with the 2-1s and Salah could be that difference maker. I know right now he's not on the greatest of form for us. He's busy doing other things with Egypt breaking our hearts, South African hearts, should I say. But Frimpong right now gives another dynamic than Salah, because Frimpong doesn't really play as a right back.
but how was that
freaking-
goal also? That goal against Wolves now, Gravenberg goal. That was all from
Yeah, I
Paul.
mean, that should Dutch.
The direct.
Well, Cranbridge
Like,
finally turned up this season.
It's
what
happening.
do you mean, bro? That's like his first goal
What do you
this
mean?
season.
Weren't you in the
Finally turned
stands?
up.
Weren't you in the stands at Newcastle Stadium when he scored against him? I don't know. He wasn't
Oh,
there.
he's finally turned up. Damn, it's been like 3 months. Bloody
I-
hell. I thought he
I'm
was
not
probably on sabbatical or something.
I'm
No,
not
but
sure if he was
one
there.
question I have for you.
How's my man? How's my
Well,
man?
one question I have for you is you guys have been crying, absolutely crying, for Federico Chiesa to start a football match, right?
Yes.
I watched that
Yeah.
game. But I want to know what you guys think of Federico Chiesa starting games, and maybe question mark does Slot actually know what he's doing more than you guys?
But he's not really a winger, is he? Like he should be more center.
I think
He
it's
should be
harsh.
playing more center.
I think it's harsh. I think it's harsh to do that to Chiesa because I mean, when last has he started? Or has he started a Premier League game for Liverpool? I mean, he's been
But I
feeling
thought
off
he was the
scratch, but
guy.
you judge him.
I
But
thought
you
he was
judge
the
him off
guy.
one game. But you judge him off
The
one game.
idea of
No, I
starting
thought he was
Chiesa
the
is a lot
guy.
better than the
Of
reality.
one game.
Don't get me wrong. The idea of starting
Maybe
him
he's
was a
just a
lot
sub
better
guy.
than the reality.
Maybe if you deep
But
it, maybe just
he's
a sub
good.
guy.
But you can't judge him after one start. Also, let him start again. Let him start again. Like I think he needs to. Obviously, when he comes off the bench, right? It's a whole different circumstance. Like the ball needs to be a bit more direct. He needs to be a bit more pressing. He needs to be a bit more forward. Like now, in terms of building up the play and stuff, he's never had to really do that in the Liverpool shirt, has he? Like he's always had to come on and be chasing the game. So that's why there's a bit of a different like situation for him to be
I
in.
thought Slot was in the wrong for not starting him. I thought it was like that was your whole thing.
No, don't get me wrong. He still had a good game. It's not like he never have a stinker.
It goes, you know what? This guy's
No, he
probably
never
not
have a
very good right
stinker.
now.
It's not like he had a stinker. He still had a decent enough game. Obviously,
there was some smelly poo-poo smells coming from Liverpool, but I wonder that might be something.
I don't think Asa had a stinker.
It's still too harsh. I think it's definitely too harsh to be able to do it off one game. I mean, you look at Chelsea. Chelsea, for instance, they've had such bus loads of players that's come in and out of your squad. Sometimes you don't even know who's going to be left. And I mean, at the end of the day, you imagine.
I'm not crying for any of them to start. You guys were crying. You're like, he's the answer to our problems. Oh my god, my life would be solved if Slot just let Chiesa start. He let Chiesa start.
I'm not disregarding.
Never started when we thought he was going to start you. He should have started.
Okay, there's gonna be
absolutely
perfect for that to happen. Right, gotcha.
I mean, he still deserves.
It's like you said, like Cole Palmer should have played.
Even Jamie Bino Gittins blew away Wolves. You're telling me Chiesa starting couldn't do anything against Wolves? Gotcha, man. Cool.
I just too harsh. Like Nikhil said, also it's too harsh. Chiesa,
obviously. Too harsh. One game.
No, but my point is not that. Like, yeah, it's one game. My point is, can you guys maybe take a step back and go, you know what?
We're happy. We're happy. We're not complaining that he started.
There's a reason why he doesn't start him, because he sees him every single week. Because when you guys were losing, it was, Chiesa's not starting. Why is he not starting Chiesa? Maybe Arnie Slot knows what he's doing, and you guys should just chill the hell out, have a nice drink, and watch the Liverpool games. You know, because he knows what he's doing better than you do.
No. I think it's a decent enough game.
I think if he magically Chiesa starts the next game, gets a goal or does something, then what? Then we look at Slot and be like, maybe you should be playing him.
No, but I mean, it's definitely not going to happen. He's probably, first of all, he's probably never starting again because Slot's gone. You know what Liverpool fans? This is what does when he starts.
I won't even lie. You know what's the only reason he started?
Think it up again.
The only reason he started also is because Szoboszlai had a suspension, Salah has an AFCON, and Isak broke his leg. Like those three things that happen for Chiesa to start.
Maybe Slot knows what he's doing. Maybe the guy who won you the Premier League the second time with the guy you said Slot out to, Noaz, which is shameless, yeah? The guy you said Slot out to. Yeah, now you're slotted. But when he needed to help you with Slot out, yeah? When he needed you
slot when he was in the dumpster, I was like, you
you're pushing him down. When Witt's in the dumpster, you're pushing him down. You're like, 007, yeah? Like, I'm not going to lie, Noaz. Not going to lie, bro.
To be fair, it's not to say he's actually been doing an incredible job now. Also, even though we've been in this unbeaten run, he's still a bit shaky. Okay, still a bit shaky. So if anything,
he won you the league. He's literally the only guy in 30 years. Nikhil has been on this earth for centuries. Yeah, he's only seen two guys win Liverpool the league. Yeah, he's one of them. And after two poor months, you're like, get him off the Liverpool bench, bro. Come on, man.
No Liverpool manager in the Premier League era, including Roy Hodgson, went on that poor run of form. So
who cares? You won the league, bro. You can get us nearly relegated. If I'm any fan, bro, you can get us nearly relegated. You won us the league. I'll give you whatever you need, bro. You know what I mean? I'll give you whatever you need. But I don't know. Maybe modern just the modern South African Liverpool fan.
Right. You're a fake Chelsea fan because
I'm a fake Chelsea fan.
You would know that no manager deserves so much time. Only Liverpool fans should be.
But Liverpool is different to Chelsea. Liverpool is different to Chelsea. You've had like 20 managers in your whole life, in the whole career of your whole.
They had like 20 in 1 month.
I've had 20 years in my life. In my life, I've seen 20 Chelsea managers. In your whole club's existence, you've only had 20 managers. You know, so that's why I'm a bit like, come on, bro, understand who you're following. You know what I mean? So if you say Slot out back in the day, I'm not gonna lie, Arnie, if you're watching, bro, this guy was calling for you. I had to tell him, yo, chill out.
I was flat out for like a week, bro. I was always
Yeah, then I
flat.
convinced you. I was like, bro, chill out. No, but you making posts about it. I was thinking, come on, bro.
Now
That
I was
stayed on
flat
the
out for
internet
like
forever.
for like a week. Obviously, as a football fan, emotions, man. But yeah, overall, definitely there was a lot of circumstances. You know, obviously, what happened off the pitch with Jota and everything. Like in the beginning of the season, I always said also that whatever happens this season, we'll let it slide because of what happened with Diogo Jota. But then in the heat of the moment, you forget these things.
I hear it. You're human, bro. You're human. And you're a modern football
Slot in,
fan,
bro.
you know?
Slot in.
Now, look at this guy. When you don't need to support, what do they say? When you don't need to support, people
He
support
still
you.
needs.
When you need to support, people don't support you.
No. He still needs it. Okay. Let's talk about predictions, okay? Because we did talk about all of the Pick Six games. Let's talk about predictions real quick for next week, match week 19. All right. On the screen right now, boys and girls in the chat in TikTok, we have next week's fixtures up. The first game is Chelsea versus Bournemouth. A very inconsistent Bournemouth, a very inconsistent Chelsea. What happens here, Hamza? What happens here?
So Chelsea actually have played 18 games and they've won less games than we've played. Like won less than half the games that we played. So we played 18. We've only won 8. And we've got 5 draws, 5 wins. So logic tells me we've just gone off a loss and a draw. So this one should be a win. So I'm going to go. And Semenyo wants his future sorted by the 1st of January. We play this on the 30th of December. Hopefully sorted by then. So I'm going to go, yo, Mohamed Azhar, you are not a nice person. Yeah, first of all. Second of all, that prediction crazy. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Chelsea.
2-1 Chelsea. Naeem also says 1-1. So no one give me a Chelsea win in the chat so far. Nikhil?
I think it is going to be a tight game for Chelsea. It will be. I think if it is going to be Semenyo's last game, I think it might go out with a bang. So yeah, I think it's a draw. I think it's a draw at the bridge. I think 1-1.
I also think it's going to be a draw. I'll say 2-2, just to be different. I don't know if it's my memory is playing games on me, but I don't know if Bournemouth does have a decent enough record at the bridge.
They don't.
I feel like they show.
I think the only time that they beat us was in the first season they came up. Well, they've got a good record at the Vitality, but at Stamford Bridge, I think the last time they beat us was in 2015-16 when Glenn Murray scored 2, if I remember correctly.
Glenn Murray also. Okay, no, I'll keep a draw then, 2-2.
Yeah.
All right. The next Big Six game is going to be the Unai Emery derby. This is a big one. This could be leapfrog. Oh, no, I don't think they'll leapfrog them because I think Arsenal still have a much better, superior goal difference or something. I can't remember. I think they are probably better in goal difference. So this could be a game where Aston Villa, if they win, they'll go level on points with Arsenal. Can you see that happening? They did win them, I think, at the Emirates recently, in recent times. No, did Watkins score a winner against them at the Emirates like 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, it shook them. That's where they lost the league, yeah. The thing is, I think for this game, whose centre-backs are fit and who's not? Is Gabriel Saliba going to be...
Gabriel played 30 minutes against Brighton, so I don't know if he'll be fit for the game.
This game is coming very early also because this game is on Tuesday.
This is a banger on this. I won't lie.
Yeah, it is.
I honestly see a draw. I think... I can't even see
2-1 Villa. They did a double. 2-1 Villa. That's me.
You went 2-1 Villa, yeah?
Yeah, I think Arsenal's luck has to run out, man. Arsenal's luck has to run out. Who from Aston Villa scored?
I think it's Villa whose luck needs to run out.
Villa scores own goal.
Villa must.
What did you say, Nikhil?
1-1. Arsenal Villa 1-1.
Arsenal draw. I'm gonna go for a 1-0 Arsenal. I think Villa, unless they do a wonder goal, you know, like I don't think they've got a chance. Sorry.
I think wonder goal is all they will do because Arsenal.
Bro, it's just Watkins and Rodgers. They're the only guys to score for them, and I know and Cash is out. That was also a big thing that came in my mind. With Cash, was very good on the weekend. He's not playing against Arsenal. Who's going to play right back? But Boubacar Kamara, oh my God, please watch out for this guy because I really hope he has a good game. I think he's incredible. He had a terrible game against Chelsea, which I was happy about, but I was low-key sad because I was like, you're a great player, man. Play good.
Don't worry, we're going to be doing a small AFCON segment after this, Eddie. But yeah, Hamza, you got all of our predictions there.
Yeah.
Manchester United versus Wolves. Does Wolves register their first win of the season at Old Trafford?
Hell no.
I doubt it. Hey, hatred aside, as much as I would love that, I do see United probably winning this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Hatred inside for Hamza.
They played so badly against Newcastle. And Casemiro and Ugarte together is just like, oh, brother. That Ugarte, oh my, he's actually Ugarte, bro. He's
Ugarte is terrible, bro.
Oh,
also the win,
you know what?
Sunday. Oh my word.
I can't go for Wolves win. That's a bit far. But I would.
Oh,
I would love a Wolves win. Nikhil?
I think I deserve.
I think I say 2-1 United.
2-1 United. Oh yeah, I say?
You haven't said yet.
2-1 as well. 2-1 United. Wolves are dangerous. Did I say also that Wolves, or do I say it on fan zone? I say on fan zone. That Wolves will probably score from a cross or from a corner because Liverpool are so terrible at set pieces, and Wolves, that's how they scored against Arsenal. Someone was denying the fact that Wolves didn't score from a cross. Who was it again? Someone was saying that Wolves didn't score from a cross. It was a shot. It was back, I think. Back Saeed. But yeah. Okay, so that should be the Manchester United vs Wolves game. And then we move over to Liverpool vs Leeds at Anfield. Like Nikhil said, we are coming for revenge. I actually thought that game was at Anfield when we drew 3-3.
No.
Game here. Let's say 3-1. Liverpool will get an early goal. We then concede, it becomes 1-1. Then we score another. 3-1 Liverpool.
3-1.
Yes, 3-1 Liverpool. Akitike hat-trick. Let's go.
What did you say? Sing on the cup?
3-1.
3-1 Liverpool W. I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Leeds win.
2-1 Liverpool.
You know why? He's trying to,
He's
he's trying to get that top 4 back. He's trying. He's really trying.
No, it's not even that. It's like Leeds banging goals, bro.
Calvert Lewin is definitely going to score. Don't get me wrong. Calvert Lewin is
and your defense is not that great. Vitz, I think he's played okay, but like I'm not impressed, to be honest, bro. And if Chiesa starts again, put the fries in the bag, man. Like you can just put the Leeds win in the bag. But that'll be a massive win, to be honest. But I am making a big bold prediction. But I'm gonna go.
You're a hater.
I'm a hater, bro. I just know ball in it.
You were triggered that I called you a closet Liverpool fan. Now you're trying to prove it.
I know ball.
You're overcompensating for the fact that I called you a closet Liverpool fan.
Just remember,
I like Liverpool. I do like
back,
Liverpool. I'll be honest. I do really like Liverpool. There's something about them I do like, but it's just like I just think I don't like you guys. I think that's what it is.
Imagine.
And these guys in the chat, I don't like them either. But I like the club.
Don't worry, once the Prem de la Creme account
I'm a Chelsea fan,
live,
as you can tell.
Which by the way,
that's kind of a mad question.
Yeah, he's a Chelsea fan. Yeah. By the way, everyone that's in the chat here, make sure you do follow the Prem de la Creme pod account. So at Prem de la Creme pod, go follow that account because once we reach a specific amount of followers, we can go live directly from that account. So then I guess the chat will be a bit more neutral because if I'm not mistaken, chat, majority of you all are Liverpool fans, am I right? Probably. Okay, so Liverpool versus Leeds. What I said 3-1. Nikhil said 3-1. Man, like Hamza said, 2-1 Leeds.
I said 2-1 Leeds. And by the way, Mohamed Azhar, I like Liverpool because I like the dark red color, and I like the 2007 kit where you had the Adidas with that like line, the white line. I like that. And like you guys,
I literally asked for that kit today. I tried to get it today, and they didn't have stock.
Yeah, that one. That would like count on the back or on GOG or something. I don't know. And I like Scousers, man. I'm a dual. The Scousers and Geordies are like pretty much the same.
Bench and GOG.
I know Chelsea had that beef with Liverpool, but that was like maybe a year before I started watching football, so I didn't really get involved in it.
Chelsea versus Liverpool was actually quite like, you know how we keep on winning all in cup finals now? You all used to do that to us back then.
Yeah, bro, you were cheeks, innit? We were winning Premier League, you were winning bloody milk cups. You know what I mean? So
now the tables are turned. Crazy.
The kit we beat a lot in this. Yeah, I mean it was a Fugazi goal. It didn't even go over the line, but you know what? I'm over it. 20 years later, I'm over it. I'm over it.
We actually ended up winning the Champions League also because of that.
Naeem, you're making me not like Liverpool. The more I speak to you guys, Liverpool fans, these two, yeah, and you guys in the chats make me think, you know what? Fuck Liverpool. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, screw these guys. Why don't I even like them?
All right. Let's briskly move on then.
It's fine.
Brentford versus
Hamza,
Spurs.
Never walk alone.
Brentford versus Spurs.
Oh yeah, like Trent.
Brentford.
Yeah, Trent. Can't
Brentford
even walk like
versus
that.
Spurs.
No, I tried to move this on.
There's after an impressive Brentford win also, 4-1. After that, they're going to be versus Spurs also comes off.
Yeah, Spurs cheeks, bro. Spurs cheeks.
Spurs lose.
No, you know what? I'm going to go 2-1 Spurs. I'm going to do 2-1 Spurs.
I was going to say, you know what? I'll say a draw then, 2-2.
I'll say 2-1 Brentford.
Oh my, someone's guaranteed points, all the rest are 0-0. And then lastly, the Adam Johnson derby, Sunderland versus Manchester City.
That's crazy. What did you say, by the way, Nikhil? Did you say 2-0 Brentford?
2-1 Brentford.
2-1 Brentford.
Brentford 1 Spurs on. Mohammed doesn't go on the same wavelength. And Sandir Brentford for the win. Seemed like Nikhil. Crazy. 2-1 Brentford says Naeem. Crazy.
Sunderland and Manchester City.
Did it?
The Black Cats are actually having an impressive
Granit
season.
Xhaka masterclass.
He's actually had a bit of a shocker against Leeds.
Yeah, he was terrible. He's cheeks, bro. He's cheeks.
Granit Xhaka.
He's been one of the best midfielders this season.
Brackets, I'm a hater. He's cheeks. Brackets, I'm a hater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know what?
Yeah.
It's bothering him, shame. I mean, I think City hit them like 3-1.
I think City is going to be a tighter game than all of us think. Probably a 2-1. They're going to get like a last minute, 85th minute winner. 2-1 City.
2-1 City, yeah?
I'm
going to go 2-1 City. Nikhil, you went 3-1 City, right?
Yeah.
My best real life.
I'm going to go for 2-0 City. Double E.
Nice.
Yeah. By the way, we need to do next game weeks as well. So let's run through that. Like the Saturday ones, because this is midweek.
Let's do that also. Okay, we're going to speed run through this one then.
Let's go quick, yeah.
We got Bournemouth versus Arsenal. Bournemouth versus Arsenal. Boys and girls in the chat also. Bournemouth versus Arsenal away.
Semenyo might be gone.
Where's your going?
Anfield. So...
By the way, this match week 20.
This is match week 20, yeah.
Yeah, Jan 3rd. Transfer window is open.
Transfer open, yeah.
I think...
Margay at Liverpool, yeah.
Yeah, facts. I think Arsenal win.
Arsenal probably win this one, yeah.
2-1. Say Arsenal 2-1, yeah.
I'll say 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0 Arsenal. As much as I would love a 1-0 Bournemouth here, but 2-0 Arsenal.
Nikhil went 2-1. You went 2-0.
Yeah, 2-1 Arsenal.
And then I'm going to go for, what is it, Bournemouth away? Ooh, that's an interesting game. Yeah, I'm going to go for 1-0 Arsenal.
Upper 5 kickoff, does that tickle anything in your body? Upper 5 kickoff?
Unfortunately, it does not.
Unfortunately, okay. Then we got Leeds United versus Manchester United.
Leeds.
Leeds can beat them, yeah. Leeds can beat them. Leeds will beat them.
I've just seen the bottom of the screen.
Oh.
We will get to that.
Okay.
Guess you like that. I think
Leeds United against Manchester United. Yeah, probably
2-1.
I'm assuming the African boys still won't be here, so that'll make it more difficult for Manchester United. So
I think 2-1
I'll
Leeds,
say
yeah.
1-1 for me.
I say Leeds beat them 2-1.
So Nawaz went for 1-1 United draw, and then Nikhil went for
2-0 Leeds in the chat.
2-0 Leeds. Did you say
2-1? I think
2-1 Leeds. United.
2-0 Leeds in the chat.
I'm also gonna go 2-1 Leeds. No, you know what? I'm gonna go 2-1 United. They do pretty well over there.
So you're saying the streak continues. The streak continues.
Shit. Yeah, that's true. Actually, I've said that. Yeah, I've said that.
All right,
No, you know what?
You said-
Screw that, bro. I'm going 1. I'll go 1-1. 1-1.
Just for the streak to end. The streak will end eventually. They're still going to bust Brighton in the cup and all that stuff.
Inshallah. I just need Uzi's crying. Because I'll always be crying on this Sunday. So I need him to cry as well.
I think you really enjoyed football before we started Prem de la Creme. Now I feel
Honestly,
like
I did. I did.
He did.
There's specific people you don't want to see happy in this world.
It all started when he went on the comment section on our live on the 97th minute, and you're like, "Hey, my bro Hamza, come in the box," and you never.
Yeah. That's how it all started. Huh? That's how it all started.
Oh my god.
And now he hates football. Fulham versus Liverpool. I feel like we do struggle usually at the cottage, but we still walk away with a win.
Yeah. 2-1 Liverpool. Still can't see clean sheets happening. Sorry.
Eddie,
Appreciate you,
stop
big bro.
glazing.
Addy, you know what it is? When people come into these lives, yeah, nobody ever says Noah's ball knowledge is crazy. Sing on the cop ball knowledge is crazy. Because they know TFE's ball knowledge is top tier. You get me? Rate you, Addy. You're my guy.
Yeah, it just happens, you know.
Okay.
We keep quiet and let the kids talk as much as they can, because just to let all their comments out there, you know. Us older guys.
You know what it is? 90% of that is the accent, not what's coming out of the mouth.
Facts.
It's just the accent.
Facts.
Bro,
Just
is
how
that
it sounds.
insecurity? That sounds like insecurity. I can't lie. You're moving like clavicular.
Who's clavicular?
Just
He's
know,
the
guys.
guy. He puts shoulder pads on his shoulders to make himself look big. He puts concealer under his
just
eyes.
know.
He's like
Elite
insecure
ball-
Firebar.
Yeah, but you guys like want elite ball knowledge from a guy who has breakfast for dinner. It's hectic. See, that accent is good though. Glaze. You want to have a
Nah,
one-on-one?
T, you're my guy, bro. You're my guy. You're my guy.
Okay, let's get this Fulham versus Liverpool prediction. I'm gonna guess. I'm
Go on.
gonna predict. You know what? Liverpool 2-0. Like we haven't had a clean sheet in a while now, according to my predictions. So then 2-0.
2-1 Liverpool.
2-1 Liverpool. Nikhil went
Yeah.
2-1 Liverpool. And then what do you go for? Noah's ANT.
2-0 Liverpool.
You're such a little Indian nerd with that computer.
Adi, are you like
Friendly
How old are
fire,
you,
mate.
Adi? By the
Yes,
way.
yes.
You look like such a little nerd with you. With
Just,
the headphones and the wire going into your laptop, bro. Nerd.
Adi, how old are you, Adi? Because I just
It's
checked your
literally a
profile
computer,
picture.
bro. This guy also.
I just want to know how old Adi is, because
Naeem,
the
yeah, we
glaze
had-
is there for Noah's. Might be for the
Naeem, we
kid.
did have a clean sheet against West Ham, but that would have been how many game weeks ago now? It would have been probably
Bro.
about 7-8 game weeks ago.
I don't even
I'm
know.
going to scab collar.
Scab collar,
Fuck, bro.
let's-
Naeem, watch yourself. Watch yourself.
I'm going to go 2-0 Liverpool loss. I'm going to say that they lose to Fulham.
2-0 Liverpool
No,
lost. Nah, this guy's edge is gone, bro. He just
gone.
spent-
No,
Game's
genuine.
numbers.
You know
Game's
why?
gone.
You know why?
Game's gone.
I'll tell you.
Mr.
Oh, no, they've got
Nonchalant.
no will be. No, if they had a will be, I would have said that. I'll go for 2-0 Liverpool win. Why not?
Yeah, they have actually a lot of Nigerians that are there. Even Calvin Bassey.
Calvin Bassey, oh my god, have you seen the video that they filmed of him? Where he's like,
Mustard-
I'm your brother.
Mustard-
I'm not your enemy. I'm
Mustard-
your brother.
Yeah, you're my enemy. You're my enemy. That's how I feel right now when you call me an Indian scammer, as if you're not Indian as well.
Yeah, but you look like a nerd, bro.
Imagine, I'm literally more built than you.
Yeah, bro. How much can you
Suck
bench?
it.
If you did a bench up with me, bro, you'd lose.
I think I can bench 2 Hamzas, in all honesty.
Can you? How much can you bench? Because I can bench 120 kilos.
KG.
What's that in pounds? That's like 250, I think.
Is that reps or is that like a one time?
Probably for like 2 reps.
Okay. No, I haven't really tested my max. I usually do.
Yeah.
reps
So
only.
before you start,
So I
chatting,
can do 90 times 6. 90
Oh,
times
okay,
6.
90 times 6. So you can't do much in a 1 rep max. Cool. Got you, bro.
So I think in one session I bench more than you, because 120 times 2, 90 times 6. I think
Bro
I
is
bench more.
coping hard. Bro is coping hard.
Nikhil, am I right?
Just
Nikhil
say
who
you're
benches
weak,
more?
innit?
Nikhil
say you're weak,
Nikhil
bro.
who benches more? Nikhil, who benches more?
Bro, Hamza is probably just your right leg alone.
What is that saying more about me or is that saying more about Noah?
Bro, stand up. Give Adi a 360.
Nah, Nawaz knows. He see me with my top off, bro. He knows it's serious. He knows it's serious.
Yeah, he actually logged in today on StreamYard with his top off, as if I didn't notice.
Did I?
But like, yeah, no, I noticed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I still don't understand why you chat then, because you know
Next
I'm a
he'll be
fucking,
dressing,
I'm a dog, bro.
Yeah,
Anyway,
next he'll be dressing like Kovacic when he was for Chelsea after that game, and he just ran off in his you know what?
it is Peter.
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Unfortunately, I'm not packing. Sorry,
He is Indian. Can we swiftly move on there? I think Fulham, we've all given our points. Isn't it?
Let's go. Tottenham.
Spurs versus Sunderland. Oof.
Oh my god. Draw.
You know, I'm backing Spurs now. I feel like they need a win. So
Draw.
1-0 Spurs.
1-1.
They don't win in front of their fans, bro.
They don't win.
Yeah,
But this says 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1. I say 1-1.
1-1 Spurs draw for you.
I said 1-0 Spurs.
1-1 Spurs draw. 1-0 Spurs win, yeah?
Spurs win. Yeah, 1-0 for me. 1-0 for me.
Spurs W, and I'm gonna go for a 1-0 Spurs loss. I think it'll be like a one of those, like when Spurs lost to Ipswich last year. I think it'll be one of those games.
And then there's a big one. Manchester City versus Chelsea.
You want me to start?
Yeah.
We want your prediction first.
2 weeks ago, I'll be a lot more confident. This week, I'm not so confident. So unfortunately, I believe Chelsea can win this game. I don't believe them that they can win this game so much. I'm going to predict them to win it. But I believe they have the qualities to disrupt Manchester City. With all that being said, 3-1 City.
3-1 City. I'll also say 3-1 City.
Yeah,
I
actually.
think Chelsea don't have enough firepower.
Oh, look at you. I think 3-1.
You guys are boring, man. Why are you copying my score?
Oh, you think we're going to do what you
after.
do and then go to the other side and just be like, nah, I think 3-1 Chelsea. Nah.
No, don't go 3-1 Chelsea, but like, come on. Yeah, at least change up a bit. You know what I mean? Try and get some points, lads.
Don't worry. We'll see after this.
We'll check.
Okay,
We'll
so
carry
3-1
it on.
everyone said that. 3-2 City, 3-0 City. Great. No one's going for Chelsea.
And then the last one. It's not actually on the screen anymore, but even boys and girls in the chat. South Africa versus Zimbabwe. AFCON predictions.
I think 2-1 Bafana.
2-1 Bafana.
I don't know if we can keep that clean sheet. I don't know, because I know we're better than them. We are better than them on paper. We can.
2-0 Bafana, 3-1 Zim, 2-1 Zim. Yeah, we are better than them on paper. I agree with you.
So
I'll get 3-0 Bafana.
I'll go 2-1 only because of just.
Don't lie. We all know you were rapping Zimbabwe the other day,
bro. You?
I'm gonna say 2-0. Let's keep that clean sheet. Ronald Williams greater than Robert Sanchez. You know the vibes.
Adi, I said this as well. Last week they asked me who I think is going to win AFCON. I said Morocco. Me and you are tapped in, bro. I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from, but we're tapped in.
We'll see.
We are tapped in.
We'll see.
That's the easy answer, man. Morocco to win it.
Mbokazi masterclass.
You guys love this Mbakazi guy, innit?
Bro, he's better than
I think if Chelsea had him in his backline, I think Euro would probably be title challengers if you let Mbakazi.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
Mbakazi, bro, he's that guy. Prime Mbakazi.
Eddie, you're from Erasmus. Oh my word. There's only South African. I was just saying that's probably not South African.
What's your preferred front three for Liverpool? Mane, Salah, Firmino.
Damn. Tear comes down the eye.
Hopefully we don't get scammed by the ref. I don't want to get.
To be fair, what happened in that game? By the way, what the hell happened in that game? Because that's never a pen.
It's North Africa versus South Africa all over again.
And that was.
Even Salah was like a bit like, oh, okay, I'll take the
yeah.
Salah. Crazy.
Yeah, Salah probably wasn't even really like trying to get that penalty. But you know what? Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. Boys and girls, this was a good episode of Prem de la Creme. I think we've locked in our predictions. We've locked in a
Yep.
Bafana prediction in there as well. There's some good football to look forward to. It is the festive period. End of 2025, if I'm not mistaken, before the next game. Or am I lying there? No, 30th December. So we still have another game week before the end of 2025. So yeah, let's
Yeah.
hope our teams end 2025 off with a bang. And yeah, probably will see you guys next week Tuesday. Oh no, actually on Monday. We might see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. We're locked in for tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll do an episode of Prem de la Creme. It'll be one of those fun little episodes. So make sure you guys do come back. We will host it still here on the Corner Flag on TikTok
Yep.
and on YouTube. So yeah, make sure you guys come back tomorrow around 8 p.m. for 9 p.m. Central African time. And then yeah, don't worry. 2025 was a good year in terms of testing out Prem de la Creme and stuff. 2026 is the year we're going to absolutely cook and we'll make things a lot more professional. So thanks so much for
Yep.
supporting us now during this
We
foundation
appreciate it,
period.
man.
You're like investing early. Don't worry, we're going to be like crypto, like Bitcoin over here. So yeah, guys, signing off. Nikhil, Hamza, any last words?
Naeem, to answer your
Thanks,
question,
guys.
8 p.m. Central African time, 8 to 9 p.m. Central African time ish.
Yeah. Yeah, I really appreciate
All right.
all of you guys in the chat. We really appreciate you guys. See you guys again tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Sharp.
Take it easy, guys.
See you guys. Yeah.